Hello, amigo. Eagle Garden one on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle episode 404.5. Normal. That greenstalk popping in. What up, Jack? Oh, music here.
Cheers, Eagle. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing well. About to have a little tasty treat.
You got there.
It's a Lost Farms live resin infused fruit chew. It's infused with gelato live resin. But it ends up, it's like a kind of like a Starburst, I would say. They're fucking tasty.
The one thing I don't like about some of the cannabis edibles is they can be too tasty and they're expensive. Power to some of them.
Thankfully, it was 40% off Friday today at my wife's work. So they're actually reasonably priced, actually, even before the discount. I can't remember what they cost off the top of my head, but we got some for my wedding, and it's sort of like to supplement my high. It's not gonna get me blasted by itself, but they taste good. I typically, for edible, will just do RSO because I don't want to have sugar with my edible. If I'm gonna have sugar, I'll eat it by itself. I have enough of that anyway, so I don't necessarily need it in my edible. Where the RSO, you just get it pure, and I feel like it lasts a little bit longer sometimes. You get like 4 hours or more if you take a bigger dose.
Yeah, I definitely like the edible for it because it hangs out a little bit longer like that. For me, it's I think more I enjoy it more because it's more of a body thing.
Yeah, it definitely hits you in the body, and I think it, like you were talking about, like the medicine. Like I was helping one of the kids I work with up the other day, and I lifted with my legs, but even though I did, I heard something in my back kind of make like a crackling sound, and I just got like a big ass knot. I think it was just like muscle like knotting up, and then I was kind of sore the first day, but I have this metal water bottle, and I laid on it right where that knot was, just like put my whole body weight on there, kind of smashed it out and breathed like deep as fuck, just fucking let that knot like release a lot of tension. And the next day, 80 to 90% of the pain was gone, and just medicating and doing a little bit of stretching here and there. But yeah, it's all good. About to crack a kombucha, some health
Oh,
aid
that's good.
pomegranate.
Not necessarily my favorite brand, but it's good stuff.
I like the bottle more than I like the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The bottle is just like, it's solid, man. It's like a good, it's got the like amber glass. A lot of them do, but I like the shape. It fits well in hand. It's easy to hold. It's almost like a red stripe.
Good old red stripe, man. I haven't even heard that name for a beverage, a beer in a while, man. Wow,
Red stripe. Hooray, beer.
That's an acquired taste, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I hate it. I had some in the Bahamas, and I've had some here. It's better in the Caribbean, but if you have it in the U.S., it's pretty terrible tasting in my opinion. But that's where I think Eagle's right with the acquired taste. Most beer, most people probably think tastes like shit.
Oh man, I like trying new shit too. Just to say I tried it today, man. I fucking went like a flea market type thing and pops up every so often. And I popped in because they got stones. There's a cat that usually has some stones in there. And I got a moonstone, which my youngest daughter already swiped. And I got this cool motherfucker right there. Yet another one that I thought I grabbed until I got home. I was like, shit, I didn't grab that one. And then this one here, I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty cool, man. Got a lot of different color in it. But I stopped there, and he also sells maple syrup. And he had, I grabbed two different kinds. One was cinnamon infused, which was really, really good. And a coffee infused, which, oh, again, I tried that Coke coffee too, and it wasn't bad. I thought it tasted like shit, but it wasn't bad. But the fucking the syrup, man, was surprisingly like really good. Maybe I was just like hopeful, but man, had like it actually has beans in it, and like they like kind of like bottleneck it, you know what I mean, as you're dumping it, so it's kind of like pushing through the bean. You kind of get that like rich, almost like kind of chocolatey taste with the syrup. It's like they complement each other well.
I've seen people put maple syrup in their coffee, so I mean, I guess it kind of goes hand in hand a little bit. That and people put all sorts of sweet shit in their coffee. I've only had like 5 cups in my life, but I preferred it black mainly.
I do too. Except when I'm like when I drink coffee, I'll say like McDonald's or definitely holy shit. Definitely Starbucks, man. This shit's just too strong to drink black. It's not even enjoyable. It's so strong. I had to put a little cream and sugar in that jet fuel, especially the way my daughter makes it when I go down there and she's working. She does the pour over. Are you familiar with pour over? Holy cow! I often wondered, you know, it's like the black coffee, why that shit was hitting me so strong, man. Again, I watched her make it fucking one day, and it was like what I would make like 3 pots at home with. It was like an industrial size filter. I'm like, holy shit, no wonder. I mean, you know what I mean? No wonder I'm fucking dancing by the time I get home. Shit.
It's funny because when you told that story a while ago, you mentioned that even like the French press, switching over to the French press, kind of hit you a little bit harder than like a pot coffee. And I got my wife, actually, somebody for the wedding, got a few French presses for the wedding house we were staying at, and one of them was like a gift to us for after. And I'm not a coffee person, but shit, I could make French press coffee. It's easy as hell, and it comes out. It smells good. She likes it, so make it at home, save some money. Some of the places out here are ridiculous, man. It's like $7 to $11 out the door for a fucking cup of coffee. Some of these fancier places.
Have you tried it yourself?
I like I said, I'm not a big coffee person. If I was to drink some, like for example, the other day, I want to say the 17th or some Monday, it was tax day, and I had to file my taxes. And owning my own business, I don't have like a simple W-2 file. Like I've got all my expenses for the entire year. You know this as a business owner formerly. All your expenses,
Right.
your miles, all the shit, deductions, and this and that. Well, for whatever reason, some shit didn't go through like right away, and I took a 5-hour energy to help me focus
Oh,
and get through the taxes. And you know, it says 5 hours, and usually I'm pretty caffeine intolerant, so I know like if it says 5 for a typical person, for me it's like at least 6 or 7, maybe 8. But this shit had me up. I took it before noon, so I figured, okay, that'll get me to like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. maybe. I was up to like 2 or 3 a.m. just fucking wired, couldn't sleep. So I think we were actually talking that night because you were
yeah.
gonna come on the wormhole, and then you ended up maybe not doing it that night, or you started later than expected or something. But I don't know if you did one on Monday.
This Monday? No.
Yeah, it's where you passed
Not this
out and you
last
woke up at like 3, and we had a conversation because I was still up. I hadn't gone to bed, and that was like I said, that fucking 5-hour energy, man. That shit's crazy.
I had to try it. I was drinking the extra, the 5-hour extra. That shit was giving me the fucking little bit of the shakes, man. I had to give that shit up.
I think the one that I took was an extra, the blueberry. It's tastes so good, but I think it's one of the extra versions. But I had it literally sitting. I get it because I know like every now and then, maybe like 3 or 4 times a year, I'll need a shot of coffee or like an espresso, I should say. Like when I was fortunate enough to work my ass off all summer, make a little bit of money, and then blow it on a trip to Italy for with me and my brother went. And when we were there, we backpacked or whatever, so we were walking a fuck ton and carrying a ton of weight on our back. And like I said, I'm not a coffee person, but I'd have an espresso there in the morning and it just keep you going for the whole fucking day. And that shit tastes good. I would put a little sugar in that, but it would hit you definitely real hard and keep you going. But I kind of use it as like a every now and then, like a in case of emergency break glass type thing. I don't want to be dependent on it like every single day. So when I really need some energy, because I'm pretty high energy regularly, so if I add caffeine on top of that, I'm like shaking fucking leaf on a tree over here. But yeah, definitely best for me to reserve my caffeine days for when I was falling asleep in the middle of the day and I had to get my taxes done. Like I needed to fucking wake up. So I didn't have a good enough sativa sitting around. Most of the stuff we tend to grow, I'm like you, I like to push it till it's ripe. So there's amber resin, red hairs all over it. And my stuff tends to be more sedating or like hybrid at best. So like it's hitting you in the head and the body. But my most recent run was a seed run that I pushed a few weeks late to let the seeds develop. So I've been chiefing on a lot of that because it's really good medicine. It's really helping my back and everything like that. But it's definitely relaxing. Not the most motivational smoke for sure. What are you smoking on? You're muted because you muted yourself to cough.
Thank you, Jay. I'm smoking on a little bit of smash cake tonight. A little bit of smash cake. And I got some of that Tiger King that probably coming down hopefully tomorrow. If not Sunday, if everything goes right, man. I was playing a little bit of the butthead today on the work terms. I even know I'm gonna work tomorrow because they got fouled up. The people that was doing the job, or I'm doing the job for, are weekenders, and so they were running lanes, and so they were wanting to know if I was going to work the weekend. And I was like, it's the weekend. No. Just because you're up here doesn't mean it's my work week. Yeah, I've been here all fucking week now. So they were late and showing up, and I had some shit I need to go over with them. So it looks like I got to work at least half a day tomorrow. But I had full intentions on pulling the full local. I even had the local shirt on, ready for the kind of like confrontation. This is normal fucking week. I live up here. This isn't my vacation. Weekend's the weekend. I'll see you Monday.
They gotta respect the time.
So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm trying to keep things straight. They're luring other work. And let me see if I can put this in proper terms here. They're luring other work, and then like days when I was told all the materials would be on the job. So when materials aren't there, which has had a couple of days, I've been like, fuck it, I'll just go get it. You know what I mean? I'll see you this weekend with the fucking receipts. I'm just going to get them. So instead of letting things hold up, their answer were like, "Oh, you can start in the kitchen and start laying that floor in there." You know, sorry, I'm like, no, 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 no. We're doing the bathroom right now. We'll work on the kitchen when the bathroom is set and paid for. We're not mixing the two in any kind of way. Just because I'm standing here waiting on you doesn't mean I'm standing here to throw down on other projects. So I don't know. I can be very serious when it comes to business, Jack. Too serious. Too serious sometimes.
It's good to not be a fucking doormat. You know, you don't want to be taken advantage of. Unfortunately, if you're too nice in business, people will jerk you around and make you do shit that you really don't want to be doing and take advantage of your time. And unfortunately, I've had to put my foot down and even just stop providing services to a client. Like if out of the blue, this is a real life example that happened to me probably for about 4 years ago now. I was working for a family, providing services to them, and this was early on when I had started this business. I didn't have a huge clientele yet or a wait list like I currently have, where I could just say like, "I'll go fuck off." Like if you're not going to treat me well, I'll just go provide services to somebody else. It was like paying my food bill, for lack of any better term, and rent and stuff like that. So for her to just cut it back like to 25% of my wage was a big hit. And finally, thankfully, I was able to go and find some other work and just fucking leave on my own terms, you know, not continue to take less than what I know I'm worth at the end of the day and what I know I need to be able to bring in. It's not like I keep a really low rate. Like I know what my competition charges and it's double or more than what my rate is. I try to keep it low for the families because I know they have a lot of other expenses. And in some cases with the insurance, like one of my families pays $0 out of pocket. I'm 100% covered by their insurance, which is bad. Like I love that. I'm not causing any stress on them. Like it's insurance that they'd already had for other things. So um, kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. I'm a little bit stony baloney over here. But you're
That's
muted.
not a bad thing.
Oh wait, no, it was
And it's
connection.
been a while. It's been a while since I've heard the term stony baloney.
This Velvet Punch will do it to you if you fucking take it 11 and a half weeks like I did.
Yeah, you got to be in a good mood to even use the term stony baloney. It actually brought a smile on my face just to hear that. I was like, "Oh shit, he must be hot."
Well, like I said, it was 40% off day, and my wife came home with some goodies. She sends me a little link to get our medicine. It's 40% off, so we kind of loaded up. We've been waiting because we knew this discount was about. It's even more than her employee discount, so we were excited to go in for the 40% off, and she got a few
Can you mix the
concentrates.
two?
No, we can't stack. So if it was like a higher amount or whatever, but honestly, I'm fine with it. Most of what we consume is either stuff I've grown or my buddies grow, and it's extreme like free or extremely low cost. But it's nice to like try out some flavors. I'll pull out the tray and see what we got because there's some goodies. Okay, don't knock over the kombucha. I'm gonna set the bong down and check out what we got here. We did a few dabs before she went to bed. Got some Alien Labs. This is Canis Major across the Moonbow. Some good stuff. We got some peach rings from West Coast Cure. which actually tastes exactly like peach, smells like peach. Fucking delicious. Ooh, god damn, that's good shit. Then let's see, we got some limoncello over here from Lemonade. Whenever we go to the shop, it's almost always concentrate. Or I should say, like, she works there, so whenever she picks something up from work, it's almost always concentrate because the flour in the legal market, it's either, if it's the same quality as what we can grow, it's a surprise. There's like 8 out of 10 brands will have stuff that's lower quality than what you can grow yourself, and it costs a pretty decent buck. So we're not going to throw hard-earned cash at something like that. But what else do we got here? Some cream of the crop. This is called heavy cream, but it smells like lemon, I think. So not really super creamy, but it is really light. Good color there. Ooh. And we drop it on the table, but it's all right. I picked it right up. At least the table was there catching on the floor.
Trying to spin us around. Just for funsies sake, old sponsor Active Grow LED popped into chat, which is kind of fun. Missed you, guy.
I gotta say to them, and this is not even like a paid plug, but whenever I've asked Eagle his favorite LED, he says that Low Pro, it was a 660, I think, or 640 now, but he always says that's his favorite one to grow under. So
I couldn't spin it around. That's the Active Grow. That's a Low Pro Max 660. Well, test model today, still running. The big old girls right there. That's the Xmas and 6-shooter right there in that in particular tent. So cheers.
You've been killing it with that light for a while.
Yeah.
I remember you did a Scrog versus your traditional style at the beginning, and ever since then it's just been raging away.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite ones. Still one of my favorite ones. There's an angle you guys never see. Go. Here's my actually autographed poster right up there. I wish I could zoom in on that. My ocean grown. All the ocean grown people signed that. There's my TGA poster right up there too, signed by Sub as well. And of course, my Med Grower 1 poster up there, Primal Punch, signed as well. I'm kind of weird like that, man. I think you know that, Jack. I like my shit signed and all that good shit. I try to get signatures and pictures. I document this fun journey in the canvas. Sometimes I check that shit out just to check it out. Oh shit.
Hey man, I signed all my books. I know it means a lot to the people, and eventually someday it might be worth something to somebody, and for that, in that case, like Subcool's passed on, but there's no more Subcool signatures. Med Grower Run only signed so many things like that, and you're one of his testers, so that's a pretty cool connection that I felt really honored when, like, I know Sub had a lot of testers, but for him to pick me and send out a pack and want my opinion on something he was potentially thinking about putting out there was really cool. And then to like grow it, meet somebody else who grew it and get to like smoke it with them and like share our experiences. Like the weed nerd community is just so fucking awesome, man. It's still alive and strong. I've witnessed it firsthand on my honeymoon when I went and saw Sun Grown 707. He was the dude that I was talking about with that Doc Holidays.
The Doc Holidays is still good. I still got a pack of that somewhere. Or I still got a pack, but I know where it's at. Somewhere it's to it.
It's some potent smoke and good flavor to it.
It's the Colombian girls back there. Got up potted today into their 3 gals. It's one of them things. It's like, do you wait for them to get sex? Nope, doesn't matter. I need everybody. Up pot.
I've been there,
no
man.
sense in wait. Cheers, 222.
I love seeing those angel numbers. I've been seeing that one a lot, funny enough. But
You know, it was weird that I'd listened to that Earl Nightingale, The Greatest Secret Today. Or actually, I listened to it last night. I listened to it again today. I used to listen to that quite a bit, to be honest with you. And I actually seen a post that like summed it up this morning. So I listened to it last night, kind of after the show as I was winding down. And then fucking I got up, first post I seen on IG this morning, fucking same. I was like, no shit. That's why I listened to it again today. I was like, no shit, that's a sign. That's a fucking sign if I ever seen one right there. But it's weird how the universe works like that sometimes. I don't even know what's up with my Zoom's fucking froze now. What? Is it Jack or was it me? Did Jack fall out? It has to be Jack. It has to be Jack. Jack, right?
it was me actually this time.
Totally. I'm sitting here, my mic's paused. I'm going, fucking really? I'm fucking ready. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is some fucking.
You know what's funny? I thought it was you too. I saw like the little bars start going red, and I was like, "Is that my bars or his bars?" So you never know.
I'm so used to me being me anymore. I'm just fucking. It's like motherfucker. One of these times, just like then, it's gonna be me, but I'm not gonna fucking. It's gonna be them, you, whoever, and I'm not gonna mic off, and I'm gonna actually do that shit. Like, motherfucker, cock, beep, 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 beep.
I guess it's a good
fucking
thing.
5 minutes of beeps and shit. Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing it's fucking talking shit with Eagle, and you can swear as much as you want. So it wouldn't matter
I
too
don't
much.
know. Some of that may need to be beat.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. You don't want to offend anybody in the audience.
I was gonna say cheers to Bingus. I was actually gonna call Bingus today, and I fucking forgot that fucking phone at home today. I got halfway to the job, and I was like, "Son of a bitch!" I was totally gonna call Bingus today. And so sorry, Bingus. You were totally on my mind this morning. Ancient Soul grown, beautiful oozes are still available. What beans I have are for me. The strain is no longer kicking, but I do have beans that I say. So.
You know, I was before I got disconnected, I think I was going to say this about the strangest secret. There's a lot of really great points to it, but one of them, and I think it's Red Pill would get mad at me because I think it might be a parable, but and Rez likes to speak in those, but he says something like, um, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall be open, seek and you shall find. And I used to think, man, that's kind of bullshit. But usually, not always, if you don't ask, you're never going to get it. That's the thing. So, like, sometimes in life, you're going to have to ask for things and you might get them. It's that simple. Like, I hate to say it, every one of my testers asked to be a tester. They signed up. I let people know, hey, I got some testers. If you want them, let me know. I'm not just going to send them to you. You got to let me know. Certain people aren't going to hit you up. Maybe they feel like they're imposing or whatever. But I got 70 people hit me up, send them seeds, you know, and it was as simple as that. They had to ask, and they received. It was like that fucking simple, you know. And like, there's been times in life where I was like nervous to do it for one reason or another. I don't know, pride or self doubt, some whatever fucking reason to ask for something. It could be a raise or time off or fucking who knows, you know. To be a tester in some cases, like to be a tester for Humble Seeds, I thought, oh, I'm just a little tent grower in my closet over here. They're probably not going to pick me. Sure enough, they fucking picked me and sent me 40 awesome seeds to test, and it was a cool experience working with them and getting to see some of the stuff that they put out to their testers and never released. Some of my favorite stuff, something that's in 50 strains of green, Sour 76. That was a tester from Humboldt Seeds, never got released. So it was cool. Like when Eco says, oh, this shit I'm smoking on, you never even heard of this shit yet. It's not out yet. It's not going to be out for another year, maybe two. And it's cool because it's true, man. And like sometimes in some cases, you might be the only person who's ever grown that strain ever. Like the breeder might not even have grown it. They send it to you. You're the first one ever to grow it. You're like the blueprint. Now, if you have that hashtag or whatever, they can go click on like hashtag Sour 76 and you'll see photos of my grow and some other people that grew it.
Cheers. Hey,
oh, hell yeah, Bingus. Welcome in.
What's up, Jack? Brother Eagle.
I was waiting for a third. It's hard to smoke when there's just two people. I take big ass bong hits, so it takes a while.
Sometimes you have to cough in between. I'm actually.
Cheers, Bingus.
Good to see you, man. Cheers to Lexi in the chat. Good to see you here. Cheers to the chat room and everybody there at all different stages of time, all over the different world that we're in. May you all have a great day, night, morning, whatever. So how's it going?
I'd like to give a shout out to Ancient Soul Grown for going back and practically to the beginning. But Skillbo was episode two, and watching some of the old episodes, and sent me a message today. Thanks for keeping it going. Little stuff like that, helps keep the fire going. And well, not just because of the message, but to kind of know that people going back and looking at, some of the old stuff. I appreciate people fucking hanging out every night, but man, I often wonder if anybody ever, if us, the shit that goes by is lost and forgotten. You know what I mean? If anybody's, and I've always, I think at some point that's where the sound bites are going to come in handy. When I'll just like randomly start just dropping sound bites and maybe trying to get some interest going again on some of the older episodes.
That's a great idea, but also I'll say like some people are just, maybe they'll find out about Skillbo and they'll type Skillbo into YouTube and then fucking talking shit with Eagle will pop up and be like, oh shit, he did a fucking talking shit with Eagle. This is a 3-hour long interview. All of his other ones are either a panel show or you only hear him for a few minutes here and there, or if it's a one-on-one, it's much shorter. So it's cool for them to be able to like go back and find. I found like a bunch of podcasts that I got into way after they were out, and I went back to the beginning and binge watched a lot of them, or I'd find interesting characters, in my opinion, to like go and listen to them. I also want to shout out Ancient Soul Grown, and this isn't to be like a shameless plug or self promotion, but he edited for free my book, 50
Right
Strains
on.
of Green, second edition. So he's right here at the bottom. And Eagle also got a shout out on 50 Strains of Green on the back cover. So shout out to both you guys and everybody who's ordered them. The second edition I paid for. It's in the printing process right now. I'll be signing and packing and shipping them next week. So I'm looking forward to that. And I love seeing the people get them, man. It's so exciting to see people get that package in the mail, open it up, get to read through it, and it really, he made big improvements. I've got a first edition over here, and I'll show you a strain in the first edition versus the second edition. Hey, fuck it, I'll go to Sour 76 since I was talking about it. So when I put it together, I just tried to put the photos in there without resizing them, because if you resize them, the you know the buds start looking funny. It gets blurry, whatever. But as you can see here, all the gaps are perfectly uniform between the photos. There's like a similar amount of white space between every single shot, and it takes up the entire page perfectly. That's shout out to Ancient Soul Grown, because if you go to page 22 in the first edition, which this was 100% done by me with the formatting, page 22, Sour 76, clearly worse job. You see how there's like a tiny gap there, big ass gap in the middle. There's no gap between some. And then, yeah, it's just, this is okay, but he stepped that shit up for me. I was happy with this. I'm like still really proud of the first edition. Anybody who got them seems to be really happy with them too. But it's the little things like that that'll make the people, the second edition, really happy. And 50 Strains of Purple in the future, he's going to be collaborating with me on that to get that done professionally as well. So shout out to Ancient Soul Grown. Great fucking dude.
Well done. Very, very well done, Ancient Soul. Good to see you in the chat room, man.
Because of that, I want to give away a book.
Wow, there you go.
So international or US, worldwide.
Worldwide.
How many we got, Eagle?
66 currently watching. So what's 24? 24
Out of 250?
Yeah, there you go. My math's horrible today.
Maybe like 244 or something, but we'll do 250. Make it nice and simple.
Yes.
0 to 250.
So,
Bingus is going to pick a number and he's going to send it to us in the chat right now.
lucky bingus.
All right.
I knew
There you go.
bingus helped.
Eagle's going to type go in the chat, and then you have a minute or a minute and 30 seconds.
Minute 30.
And
I get the timer moment.
And I just want to make one more comment on the book. Well, I'm going to be giving it away. It will be a second edition, so it'll go out whenever the rest of them are printed. It'll be signed. It won't have this white stripe. That was part of my proof copy. I thought I was going to make a distinction from the first to the second edition by having this white stripe at the top. I didn't like how it turned out. One of the other distinctions is on the side. This isn't really going to show up, but it says second edition in silver versus gold. The first edition is gold, like first place. Second edition, silver. Jack Greenstock is also in silver on the bottom versus gold. So subtle little touches.
Good detail. Details are noticed. Seriously, subconscious.
I like that stuff, you know, and that was actually a shout out to Sequence at the Michigan Bros Grow Show. He's the guy who did the cover. He works in like the printing industry, and he did it for free. He's like, hey man, I work in this industry. I'd be happy to help you out. And made the first and second edition free of charge, just out of the goodness of his heart. And I have mad respect for anybody who is willing to just, this community is full of talented people. I tried to do like most things, everything by myself. It's like, I'm going to do this shit 100% independent, fucking put the team on my back. You know, when you run and own your own business, a lot of it is how do I solve this shit by myself, especially as like a sole proprietor, independent contractor, where you're literally just you. And I know you guys can probably relate to that a little bit. You just got to get shit done however you can make it happen. And I was, like I said, I was really happy with the first edition, but once people got it, I got some feedback and I made some changes, and I think the second edition and all my books here forward will be even better. So
Second time's always better, man. On
yeah,
damn,
you learn.
on damn near anything.
Well, and like textbooks do that. Textbooks,
Fucking Jed.
they'll find out new data and they'll update second, third, fourth edition in colleges and shit, you know? Sorry, go ahead, Eagle.
Chad's fucking killing it, man. They're probably like, are they gonna fucking do this or what? Nothing
we
before
ever
the
hit
start
stop?
counts, by the way, guys. No, we never hit start. I was waiting for you to get done talking.
I told
They
you to
were
hit
all
start.
fucking throwing numbers.
I told you to hit start. I said it.
Nice, nice, nice.
That's funny.
Good, good. I'm glad.
Hey, you know what? It gives us more time to hang out.
None
the
of that
present.
shit.
Try again, chat. It gave you more time to get into Bingus's head because me and Eagle didn't pick the number. So you got to think like Bingus.
Yeah, it's not too hard, folks. Not too hard. Is put in start yet?
No, I forgot even. Yeah, we're starting now.
At least they were putting numbers in the chat, so at least they want it.
Good
And
practice.
it's international, so
Good practice.
everybody can participate.
Good practice.
Oh,
They were warming
shit.
up those fingers.
Oh shit!
Somebody hit it.
Damn.
2 people hit it.
I want to spoil it. We got 8 seconds, but yeah, I guess 8 seconds. 2 people. 2 people. But you got to go with first one, right?
Well, hey, I'll make a
Sadly
very
enough.
special exception. No, not sadly enough. This is happy fun time. And fucking talking shit with Eagle. Both first and second. If they both hit it nail on the head, they're both gonna get a copy.
Thank you, Bingus. Picked a great
So
number.
that is
Double
Al
win.
Beasley and Dr. Joyceworth, who is fairly new to the show.
Al came
I've
right
seen
out with
the
it.
name,
Too.
and he's on the shout out. I'm sorry, Bingus. I didn't mean to.
No.
I think Al the
out
Beastly
there.
might have even ordered a copy. So this might be a gift for him to give to somebody else, or a second copy just to for good vibes. I don't. Let me know if he did, because I might be misremembering. Maybe we were just chatting about something else. Maybe I just saw his name in chat the other day or something a bunch. But that name is like really fresh in my mind.
Congratulations to the winner.
Yeah, both of you. Make sure they DM me on Instagram at Jack Greenstock, or email me at jackgreenstock47@gmail.com within the next 24 hours. Eagle, can you repeat the second name? I know Al the Beastly. Who is the second person?
Dr. Joyceworth.
Dr. Joyceworth. Cheers to you two. I'm looking forward to sending you. It will look more like this here, but it's not going to be as glossy. It's got a little bit more of a matte finish, so it doesn't collect as many fingerprints. Both of them are UV resistant, so they're great coffee table books. You don't have to worry about like hiding this away. The colors won't fade. It's got that UV resistant coating, so it's definitely meant to be a coffee table book, or a little smoke room, whatever your friends come over. You're like, hey, what's the genetics of, Ortega or Black Widow, also known as White Widow, or NL5 skunk, a bunch of different stuff. All the information, just for anybody who's curious, that I put in the book for every one of the strains. I give the breeder, I give the genetic lineage, both mother and father, or mother and reversed mother in the case of feminized, flowering time, yield, aroma, reported effects, and chemotype notes. So that could be like the terpenes in there, cannabinoids that it's known for. But yeah, it's a lot of information. And then I also give like some experiences, some stories.
You took an energy drink.
You put your weed in there.
I couldn't hear both of you. I heard something about energy drink, and then I didn't hear Eagle.
I said, and Vince, you could put your weed in there.
Yes.
I said you took an energy drink today, Jack. I can just tell the way you're good. You got your sentences formulated in very much order, and they're just like machine gun is very, very
It's
well,
the kombucha, I think.
very well
Or I
done.
think I slept well. The other thing I was gonna say is you can use it as a rolling tray. Ali Noble, he was rolling right up on the cover.
See what
He
I
got
mean?
the proof copy of the first edition.
This is right on it, is what I'm saying. Well done, buddy. That's that. I really like the better formatting, the matte finish, another good improvement. Definitely coffee table worthy. You know what I'm saying? You should send a
And
copy to you should send a copy to High Times actually.
it's not a bad idea. I have some extras, about 125 or so of pre-order. I'm printing 250 of the second edition. So I'll have some leftovers. So if people want them, I'll have them on hand and I can ship them out.
There you go. Ned Denver's asking, will my Blackbird be available anytime soon? Probably not. Ned, it is a great blackberry, but it doesn't yield very much, and I use it mostly for breeding purposes. I do have an idea of trying to get a male out of it if I can spend the time long enough to get it. So we'll see. It doesn't respond well to silver treatments either, and so she's just kind of difficult, but she's so good. And she's crossed so well with others that I keep her in the stable, Ned. To answer your question, and I seriously find out who the editor is at High Times. Actually, I would send to more than one of the editors at High Times. You see what I'm saying?
And there's going to probably be somebody from High Times coming on the show here.
And there's High Times TV as well. So it's two different entities. Just
to be honest, the place I was gonna go next for like pushing the book and letting more people know about it that are in like my little circle, because I haven't pushed it super hard. Like I've just posted on my Instagram and on my show and this show and a few others said like, hey, I've got this book. If you want it, hit me up. But I'm about to make the website soon. It's gonna be 50strains.com.
There you go.
And so it'll be for like 50 strains of green, 50 strains of purple, etc. But that'll allow people to actually buy with a credit card, which they haven't been able to do. It's been just PayPal or Venmo or Cash App so far. Those are the only payment methods that I've been able to take. So I think adding another payment method and having them be able to go to a website makes people feel more comfortable, be able to order. But Future Cannabis Project has been pretty friendly with me in the past and allowed me to come on some of their shows. And they have a pretty large following. Whenever my buddy Brandon Russ goes on there and talks about his seeds, they tend to sell pretty well. So I'm at the point where I want to get rid of some of those extra copies. I'm sure I could go on there or another show and they'll start moving. But really, I just want the people in the like our little communities who want them to get them. That's my main thing. Like I'm not trying to sell a ton of them, and it's just like whoever wants a copy, I want them to have a copy, you know. But I'm not trying to like branch out into a whole bunch of other communities.
There's a lot of collectors out there. Okay, and this would be a great addition to somebody's library, their coffee table, next to their law dictionary. I mean,
I've seen it next to like Ed Rosenthal's Big Book of Buds and Subcool's The Dank 2.0, which that was like an honor for me because those are two of the books that inspired, you know, my creation of this book. And I do think that mine is different enough that it warrants its creation.
Well, it's 50 shades. I mean, come on.
50 strains and they're all green. I mean, a lot of people focus on just the stuff that turns purple nowadays. Well, the guy who came on tonight, I actually can't think of his name, but he was saying he wants to get into breeding and he's just kind of really going for purple because it's showy and it's got a lot of bag appeal.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are that way. I don't blame them. I mean, I appreciate the purple in strains too, but I personally like purples for the medical effect. Like I have arthritis. Purples tend to help my medical need. So my hands shake. I have a lot of pain in my hands. I actually woke up at 3 a.m. This morning. I had to smoke a bunch before I went back to bed because you might notice I'm not wearing my ring. I gained some weight, I guess, got a little fat, and the ring was like swelling, making my hand swell up. My pinky next to the ring finger was like in a ton of fucking pain because I've broken it in the past. I've broken all my fingers in both hands, so I have pretty bad. It's called post-traumatic arthritis.
Titanium.
I have nothing in there, thankfully. They just would tell me to fucking stick up.
Was the ring titanium?
No, it was rubber. It was a groove ring or whatever, but it was a real hard rubber. It's a silicone, I should say, but they're made to not stretch. And it's supposed to be like a lifetime warranty. I had to like fucking put a little oil on there and or soap, I should say, Dr. Bronner soap, slip it off. But yeah, man, it was just a little too tight. And I was realizing that, you know, if I let it go any further, that it'd be probably difficult to get off and I'd have to cut it off. And I didn't want to have to get to that point. So I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm just going to take it off and order a little bit larger size. So
I got bad hands. I used to have good hands. I used them too much when I was young, and they ended up becoming bad hands. And now I got, you know, since my last neck surgery, I thought it was my arthritis, but it's more nerve pain that I'm dealing with now. And so I just got off an ice pack. Before I came on here, I put an ice pack around my neck to reduce the impingement on the nerves. And I'm sure they want to give me another surgery, but I don't think I'll do that. I think just getting really stoned and taking high CBD capsules and ice packs, really, I'm going to stick to that.
do you make bubble? Have you been using bubble when you're having the nerve pain at all?
I really was encouraged to get into that after watching Eagles' last performance, which really turned out amazing.
That's what I use whenever I'm having nerve pain is the bubble. It like knocks it out. Or when my arthritis is like super out of control, I'll usually go for some bubble.
Really.
It's a little bit more potent. I think for me, like Temple Ball, bubble hash, or just regular old bubble hash, I think that and RSO, in my opinion, are like some of the most potent and effective medicines for me. But everybody's a little different.
Yeah. Yep, you get baked. That's right, ancient soul grown. It is the way, he says. You guys ever watch that Mandalorian or whatever? I have spoken.
I've only watched like a couple episodes though, and one thing I wanted to say about the bubble hash for my arthritis, at least not so much for the pain. If I would take like 2 hits, my shaking would go away. But if I take 3 or 4, I'd start shaking again. So the dose is really fucking important on that, at least for me. Yeah, I've also heard people that say THC actually doesn't help their pain in some cases, like with the nerve pain. Sometimes high THC stuff makes them feel it more. They're like more intensified. So it just really depends. I think I'd look for high myrcene and humulene and beta caryophyllene, because those are going to reduce inflammation. And I think oftentimes there's inflammation that's causing the pain in the nerves as well.
Absolutely. Eagle, speak.
Yes, sir. I was gonna say, since I'm headed to the fucking mailbox tomorrow, why not do a giveaway myself? Maybe one of the lucky winners can actually maybe, well, we got 57. We'll go 240. Fucking maybe win a coffee cup to put on that coffee table next to Jack's book. What's up, Smiley?
Yeah.
So let me grab. Well, you guys, one of you guys can go ahead and pick a number.
That'll be
and
Jack.
I'll go over here and grab some mugs, and then they can pick out which one they want.
Ooh, cool.
You know, just like everything else, man, everything's been pretty random and limited. I don't know if the guys at the fucking t-shirt shop I did mention that, you know, I like the limited shit, but now it seems like every shirt's different. They're like t-shirt happy. Like, this one's got a fucking pot leaf on it. This one's got a fucking joint. This one's got this. This one's got that. all the t-shirts are different, and all the mugs are different as well. So
It's a good deal though, right?
oh yeah,
There you go.
bingus.
Yes,
It's barter.
oh,
It's barter.
it's the best deal. I picked up my car today, and oh, nice. Look at that.
Every time I go in there, he's like, "You need more shit?" And I just went in there. Fuck, man, I caught up my bill. I paid for like one order out of pocket. Shit, you know, I paid for one order out of pocket. And then we got talking, about cannabis. Obviously, it's fucking like something to do with cannabis. We got to talk about cannabis. And fucking, I actually stopped in there one day when I was working. And I had fucking, he's like, man, you don't look like you fucking doing no weed today. I'm like, nah, man, dude, I'm doing some other shit. He's like, ooh, really? You do other shit too? I'm like, yeah, I'm good at other shit too. And fucking, that's what everybody's been on my ass about too, man. You're fucking obviously very talented with this. Why don't you just do both? Or, we could help you. I mean, it's almost a waste not seeing you fucking do what you do. But I'm like, yeah, I'm good at what I do. And he's like, all right, well, what do you think about, the barter system? I'm like, oh, I fucking love the barter system. So, every time I've been in there, fuck, man, I actually was ducking the dude there for a minute. I was feeling bad because, man, I'd stop in, order like 10, 20 t-shirts, and he'd be like, all right, here you go. Hey, you want some coffee cups? Fuck yeah, I'd take some coffee cups. And he's like, I'd be like, so what do you want? And he'd be like, don't worry about it. We'll work it out. Fucking. So I wanted more shit. I'd stopped in there. I'm like, dude, we need to square up. Give me a fucking number. I'm tired of driving by the place. I want more shit, but I know, I don't like this getting too deep shit. You know what I mean? And then what I found out about, when you do this, you know what I mean? Usually you do it too long, or you don't get in a very good relationship where it's in some type of rhythm. They call it in when you're like super busy. And then it's, oh, see, you couldn't get right to it when you said, I don't like that. I don't like that. I was like, let me pay my shit up and then we'll go back to barter. You know what I mean? We'll start clean. Let's start clean. He was like, nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Then he finally hit me and I fucking ran over there. He had a machine that's been sitting in fucking Detroit. That came a printing machine from China. Sat there for like 3 months. I don't know, for one reason or another. Finally showed up. Wouldn't go into a fucking door in the building. Eagle. I went over there and fucking blasted a hole in the fucking building. Put a door wall in. Well, I fucking cut a hole in the building, let them put their machine in, and then put a door wall in. Sealed it back up. Caught up plus credit. You know what I mean? All in a day's work. Yeah, I do love the barter system.
It sounds like the conversation I had with my auto mechanic today when I picked up my car. And he's a rare auto mechanic that actually is he advocates saving you money. And then he points it out to you at the end. And he does save you a lot of money. And he saved me a ton. And so we started talking about growing again. And so the next, which is coming up, I go, do you fix windows? Because both my windows are automatic and they don't work. He goes, yep. And we're pretty good at it. He goes, I go, really? He goes, yep, I can get a kit for 125 and the labor will be even less. And I'm like, I'll be back. And he goes, okay, well, let's talk before you come in. I'm like, will do. So, we know how that's going to go. You know what I mean? So I'm getting my car fixed I was willing to put $2,000 in it because that's what I wanted to pay for a used car, which I really can't find anywhere for that price. And it's going to cost me maybe $1,000, right, to get my car back up to speed, which means I might have it detailed as well. I don't know. So yeah, I like the barter system too, Eagle. And Jack can barter with books
I've been
too.
using it for years.
Yeah. That's right
I'm
on.
bought tires with it. I'm bought tires with cannabis viruses. I'm shit you not running through like the weekly like provisioning center back when the caregivers could do that. Ended up like having a bit extra with me, and then fucking had some belt showing up fucking on the way back up north. It was like fucking 4:30 on a Friday. I finally found one place that had the right fucking tires. They fucking you're loading them up, and they I get talking to them, and I'm like, hey man, I fucking sell seeds, and I'm fucking, you know, start talking cannabis, and he's like, oh man, that looks. I think it was the vanilla tart at the time. He's like, oh man, that looks pretty good right there. You got those seeds? I'm like, shit, I got that flower. You do? Yeah, you want to fucking trade up, man? Work something out. And he was like, Tony, bring me that bill. Yeah, I'll fucking pays my bill. I fucking square up with him. We're fucking.
That's,
Fuck
you know,
yeah, it
dude,
was-
that's how I got the job really when I got invited to that hemp farm where I ended up working. But I brought in the biggest blackberry, which I had grown at the time, and a few others, and they all just went, fuck. Well, tell me about this. And dude, and then I gave them the blackberry because they wanted to use it in their breeding, cross breedings. And next thing you know, there I am. So yeah, it's being good, like what you just said, being good at what you do, or try to do your best at what you're doing. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I mean, I make a conscientious effort to do the best possible job, whatever it may be, that's in front of me, you know. And it's not always easy, especially in the trades, because you're going to many times not get paid as much as you wanted to, but the job's done right usually. Luckily, I don't do that shit anymore, man. I can, my hat's off to you, man, if you're still doing that. Of course, you're young. I was doing it at your age too, fucking doors and windows, and just it was a lot of sheetrock work when I got my oldest boys, because it was this through walls, and guy got slammed in the wall. Dad, how do we fix this? And I'm like, so I got pretty good at repairing sheetrock. Oh man.
So I seen him. I believe took that one. Unless anybody can find the discrepancy there. I believe it was I seen him with 18. The winning number
Oh,
was
yeah,
22.
that's right. We got a giveaway going on. I'm fucking reminiscing.
If anybody can find the flaws in that math, let me know. But as far as I can tell, I seen you win the mug.
Yep. Nice.
All
Congrats.
right, I seen it. You have a couple varieties. There's one that I'm telling you right now, it's a possibility, but it wasn't requested. But it's a possibility. All right, we have. Oh, there's the camera. We have, of course. I'm gonna get some fucking talking shit with Eagle once made too, with that gruesome logo on there as well. But we have the kazoo, and it has a joint with him sideways, smoke up, boom, there's one. Then we have this here with the doobie, no face on it, just a doobie, and of course the kazoo logo. And we have, he's probably like, I don't give a fuck. And the one guy standing up like that. And if there's a rebel out there, they did print up a rebel canvas flag as well. So, I don't know. whatever. It's up for grabs there. It's up for grabs there. I'm telling you, they're throwing anything on them things. I think they actually just have stickers. They're just like, bang, bang, throw that on there. I think they're like clean. I almost asked him that the other day. You guys like cleaning up your junk drawer or some shit? You got a bunch of fucking stickers you wanted to get rid of. It's fucking throw that on.
Iceni Clan, you are the winner. Congratulations.
Did he say mug number 4? That was an easy giveaway. There you go.
That was a great
Is it number 4? There you go. All right. What the fuck? Well, since we snuck that one in, since they snuck that one in, or they said we snuck it in, I did kind of too. We were all talking. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna let this one go. And I hit start. It fucking, I think half of them were paying attention. I seen the comment in chat. It started. I think it was Ancient Soul. It started. We missed that shit. It's over. It's over. All right, one more time. One more time.
One more
So,
time.
One more time.
Take it away, Jack.
Bingus. This time it is back up to you. Jack picked that
Me?
lucky number the last time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
One more time, guys. You guys know the deal. You got a minute and a half. One guess only. Starting now.
There we go.
Almost
Yeah.
everybody
Ow.
watching now.
That's funny.
I did hit start, place down.
They come for that giveaway. They want the cup. They want the mug. They want the shirt. They want all the
I
things.
tell you, the mugs are good. I like the mugs. Shit, the first one I got, man. Actually, I had it on there, and I do not suggest this, but I knocked off this bench right here, which is fucking about 22 inches off, and that thing bounced, hit the floor, almost came back to my hand. You know, obviously minus the liquid, but no cracks, no nothing. I was like, son of a bitch, that live on air. I'm like, that's a testament to quality right there. Shit.
Live testimony. It's like my bong, dude. That's what I'm saying. I got bad hands, you know, because when I'm really stoned and I don't grab things right. Luckily, I got a wood floor. I think if it was a cement floor, I would have paid the price, but it just bounced and a bunch of ugly bong water spilled out.
Oh, it bounced. This is a concrete floor, Vegas. It bounced off this concrete floor.
That's a hell of a testimony there.
Oh, that's it right there. There's two possibilities right there. I gotta do the math real quick. I think one was closer than the other, though, if I remember correctly.
I'm watching the replay on YouTube. There's quite a lag. It's interesting.
So each soul grown was 136. It was one. It's obviously just being 133. 133. It was 131 was Vegas's winning number. Damn.
Dude,
So
that guy,
close.
he's trying to read. I almost did 133 too. That's funny. But I thought
Yes,
somebody might
indeed.
think of that.
Congrats.
I'm just bullshitting. I don't know what I was thinking. I had to look twice to see what number I did check, to be honest.
We're into this tonight. We're forgetting, not starting, making them wait.
I'm fucking stoned, dude.
Randomly starting it in chat. I like to randomly start. Don't even say nothing. Announce the contest, and 5 minutes later, randomly just say start. That's how you think about it, though. That's how you get the fucking real watchers, man. The ones in chat that are fucking participating in shit. They're like, oh shit, there it is. Fuck.
Dude, that is so, spontaneity at its best, guys. I mean, there's not a lot of planning going on here, folks. This is just right up the seat of your pants. You know, it's just raw eagle talking fucking shit with eagle. Raw talking fucking shit with eagle. It's therapy for me, my friends. Just saying. I'm waiting for that bill to come from Eagle. Can we barter, Eagle?
We can barter. We can always barter.
Yeah, that's right. We have them. Oh, fuck, man. Okay.
Philosophy even counts. Sometimes advice is even counts as barter.
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. That's good. Shit. They say you can't
So
have too
Bingus,
much.
I can't fucking dismount the camera, but you can see. I think I can spin it around here to where you might be able to get
Oh,
a
the
peek
blue,
at her.
blue now? Okay.
All the way around. Oh, there's the Bingus smile right there.
Wow.
Above the skull. I know you probably can't get a great thing. Sometimes this helps.
I like that pot.
Picture
I'm
of her
sure
there.
there's too. That's
But she's beasting right up there. I bet she's got probably 16 tops or so, something like that. All sprawled out. You see how I had her strapped down. You can even see the green tape. She just brutally stretched her waist. She was like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Fuck your green tape.
I'm just finishing.
Pushing her way up there, but man, she's strong, man. She's gonna hold herself up. No worries there.
No, they all the phenos do well. Some of the phenos are very good. I have one that I'm watching, and I'm just finishing out I got number 12, and number 12 is very impressive. And I'm like, did I clone number 12? No. Fuck. So, but I got way more seeds, and I can redo that pretty easily. It's funny, but I hope you like it. Some people, some people don't really care, I think, for that mentholy, but it fucking knocks my shit out, and many times that's exactly what I need. What I'm like right now is this fucking blueberry, man. Fuck.
I enjoyed Bingus, the Blue Mile when I got that job, Jack. I was staring up, I didn't see it coming.
No, it's all good. I was gonna ask Bingus what he was smoking on, but he might have already said it.
Oh, the DJ blueberry.
Blueberry.
I have two phenos, number 2 pheno. It's really good. It it's the weirdest thing. I've never seen this before. Is it finishes early, but I let it go a little bit, and when I do, it gets like 1 nanner, but it's like a nug nanner. It's weird. It's not. I mean, and if you touch it, it's all full of little pollens, right? So I get 2 or 3 seeds every time I grow the plant, which are S1s, right? But I've never seen. It's the weirdest looking flower because it's like the hairs on the little kernel of the nug, like one calyx, all right, turn into pollen, right? It's not a flower, it's like the trichomes turn into pollen. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I've never seen any. And I've been doing this for over 40 years, and I'm still seeing new stuff. but what an incredible plant. And I crossed it with the hog. And I got a couple of those sprouts coming up looking really nice. So I've also looked into it. There was, have you heard, Jack, that the Oregon huckleberry was involved in the creation of the blueberry? No?
To my knowledge, not DJ's blueberry. His stuff's from like Afghani and Thai lineage that he
That's,
kind of crossed together. You can, there's like a tree. I could send you a link to that shows DJ's.
so
At least the
there
claimed.
must be another, it's by Dynasty.
Yeah, you know, huckleberry is a blueberry, and it's from Oregon.
Okay,
DJ is originally from
got it.
Michigan, but he moved out to Oregon.
That makes sense. So I've been trying to get some of those seeds, which they're no longer available either. So I'm like, fuck. Actually, the DJ Short Blueberry is available in an F5 right now, I think, which is a very good investment, I think, for somebody. Just saying. I'm not that impressed usually with stuff, right? And that one
Sub found his stuff to Herm. That's why he didn't breed with the blueberries. He never bred with blueberry because there's some Hermy issues.
Well, I just mentioned that.
That's yeah. That's what I was trying to think of that earlier. I was like, who else had that? And I was like, it was fucking Sub.
And it's not I mean, it's like one, but it's every time. So I got like, I don't know, 10 S1 blueberry seeds here that I'm thinking, I better run a couple of them and see what they do. Just to see, you know.
Velvet Punch will Hermy if you run it 2 weeks late. You'll throw that late nanner. And if you have light leaks, there was like Eagle had some of his Hermy. The American one had some Hermy when he thought it was because he didn't clean up the bottoms. And then the last person was Tommy Trichomes. He had a one that he was trying to flower in a 1 gallon pot of soil, and I just think it was a little bit too small of a pot. But that one also had some Hermes, and they were all week 3 or 4 of flower. So definitely has the Hermia issues in that lineage. You got to look out for. They both carry that line allele though, both the blueberry and the Velvet Punch.
I'm not I don't care. To me, it's as long as it's not excessive, I don't mind. I like S1 pollen, to be honest. It's done some good stuff for me. So accidentally and on purpose, so I like it. But yeah, you're right. In fact, you should probably make sure you look occasionally for a nanner or two there, Eagle, on that Blue Mile. Not that I've seen much. Actually, I haven't seen any actually. But it's an S1, so keep your eye open.
I know it's not 420, but I'm gonna get a dab loaded, and I'm probably gonna jump out at 320 your time. But
I think I gotta go to bed, dude. I'm fucked, dude. I'm toast. I'm gonna have to leave it up to Eagle to hold the fort down. Where's Red Pill?
Fucking trying to tape this fucking box up, man. Why do they make that tape to where it can fucking just get on there and disappear so fucking easy? I had to shred it find that tape edge. By the time you fucking found it, you pulled it back in 10 different spots, and then you gotta try to get it back uniform again before you can fucking use this shit.
Nothing's easy.
Are you using that packing tape? Like the one that comes with the little blue roller?
Yeah, those things. Yeah. If you get it off the
you got to keep it in that little clip in the back. I had the same shit happening to me over and over and over. And then like I actually looked at that little thing. There's those 2 little like things that guide it. So once you actually get it out, you got to like pull it through the backside. So that way every single time you rip it, it just stays tucked in the back. It'll make your life a whole lot easier, I promise.
I had it in there, and then fucking, I don't know what I did. I think I kind of bounced to give it a good snap, and it came out of there and wrapped around.
Don't be such a brute over there. Save that for the punching bag. Oh, I wish you could smell those peach rings.
Oh man.
How is the audio here for you, Jack? Am I talking? Can you hear me okay?
You sound beautiful.
Okay, good, perfect.
Oh man, this peach rings, like I'm salivating, getting ready for the stab.
Did you say P train?
Peach rings. It's from West Coast Cure. Shout out to it's the, I think he's the nephew of the Pop Brothers at Law, or the son of one of the Pop Brothers at Law. The one who came on, he's the nephew of, but the other guy is his dad. But West Coast Cure, they have some pretty good concentrate for sure. And this peach rings is, it tastes like peach, smells like peach. And if you're gonna name some shit peach rings, it should smell like peach and taste like peach, in my opinion, and it does. And it's pretty strong too. So no complaints on my end.
I'm still smoking some of that smash cake. Rolling up another one. And it's hot as fuck in here tonight. Woof. Oh man.
What's the temp?
Oh, it's at the light. It's like at the HPS over there, right at the edge of the light, 96. And on the fixture. On the fixture, not on the canopy, on the fixture. But it is 85 over my shoulder right now. It's still very warm. Warmer than I'm used to in this room. But I guess overall for the LED side of it, not bad. I guess. Sure, that's pretty close what it is intense as well.
That light that you unboxed was well designed. I was kind of impressed with the sleek design of the light. I meant to tell you that. That was a good unboxing. What's up, Red?
Hey, tried making it in here before 420, but now I figured out I have to put gas in the torch, so I might blow it. I'll make 421.
Yeah. We might actually be seeing a couple of these HPS units fucking come down, and a couple of new lights go up here. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to help with temperatures or what. But at that point, there will only be 2K left, which I think I may end up just putting in an air conditioner at that point and setting it at like 80 in the room. See how it works out in sense. Maybe like just close the room up somewhat. Not full, but maybe a lot more tighter than it's ever been. Shit, that gets to that point, fucking CO2 might even sneak its way in.
I was gonna say every one of those HPS you pull out, you're pulling out 3,400 BTU. But like I said, I was gonna jump out, had a 420. To the people out there that it's actually 420. I know it's about 320 in Michigan. So cheers to the Michiganders. Eagle, Bingus, good to see you. I know you're on the West Coast time here with me. Red Pill. Have a good night, everybody. I'll be in the chat. Peace and love.
See you, Jack.
Cheers.
Yeah. I'm going to make my exit too, guys. I get up too early. And I didn't take a nap, but excuses are a sign of weakness. Have a good night, everybody.
The consistency of the wormhole letting you go to sleep.
Cheers.
What's up, Red Bill? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, man. I'm so fucking sweating my ass off in this room tonight, man. if anything, I need to get a little bit more air in here, which I
Yeah.
don't have in place yet. That's one. The lung room, I haven't fired up the lung room yet. It hasn't been. It's fuck, like it's just the end of May here.
I'm
Man, the
about to
last
fire
2
up my
years,
lung
there's
room.
been a fucking last couple of years I've had snow on the ground this time of year, so I'm not used to having to fire it up this early. What's up, Stoney Rockafeller?
What's happening, Eagle? How you doing? How's it going, Red Pill?
Hey, what's up?
I just hey, just real quick, I just wanted to pop on real quick. I got to get to bed. I'm shot, but I've been wanting to give a shout out to Kazoo. I think you know who Kazoo is. He's always in chat. He hasn't been around in a while. I know he's busy. But the dude just took it upon himself to draw me up a new avatar. He heard me talking about it and then just drew it up. And then he sent me this. This is his drawing. And hooked me up with some other stuff too. So I just wanted to give that guy a shout out real quick. What a great guy, man. Just did it because he likes to draw. So
He is an awesome dude. Awesome dude. I've had the pleasure of meeting him firsthand in person and smoking with him.
oh yeah.
He vouched for that.
Yeah. I've talked to him here and there. I know he's got things going on with his family. They're hanging out, enjoying the weather. So everybody's tired of COVID and staying in the house, I guess. So
Yeah, he also drew up this the cup. That right there.
yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to pop on when I heard you say that. I'm like, wow, he did cups and stuff, and then he did this for me. And I know he's done some stuff for other people too. So great guy, man. Really cool to have this kind of community. I'm not used to this stuff, from where I come from. It's dog eat dog, people are for themselves, city kind of stuff, But this community seems to be, very helpful. When you're out looking for help, or even if you're not, maybe someone just lends a hand for no reason, just because. So yeah, big shout out to Kazoo, man. Great guy.
We're practically
So was
neighbors.
another guy I know, Stoney Rockafeller, and his buddies that just randomly put together music for shows and stuff. Pretty cool of them.
Yeah, we
Appreciate that
got
guy as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, those tunes were my buddy. He's a rock and roll eccentric. I mean, that's his life. So I don't know. If he was into it, he's kind of like, but now he's gotten into it. We were actually on a different show tonight. One of the guys that are on the Caribou Heart show, I know him. He lives down in Chicago. Real nice guys. DP 710. I believe he's been on in chat here. He watches you when he can. But yeah, so they invited us on there. We jammed a couple of songs. We whipped together, and so yeah, now my buddy is full force. Like, he can't wait. He's got a ton of songs that, I mean, realistically can just change the words to fit the agenda, So yeah, we'll have more stuff for you real soon. I've got these guys on board now, so.
Cheers. That's awesome. I appreciate what you've done so far, man. It's, like I said, just taking the time to do what you did. It's really cool. So,
Oh, no worries.
What
It's
you're
fun.
going to do. It's about what you've done, my friend. I appreciate
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. We got a little backyard show that we're putting together for the neighborhood on the 30th. So was that 2 weeks or next week? Next week.
Cheers, Johnny.
I was enjoying the music you played the other day. It was nice.
Where'd you catch me, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I do that. I'll go on there live when we're just messing around.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Yeah,
Appreciate
fun.
that.
Yeah. Enjoyed that. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thanks. it's all for fun, you know. It's a great time. It's a great release, you know.
That's one of those talents that I never acquired.
Hey, you know what?
Playing music. My mom wouldn't let me.
Honestly,
I
I'm natural, man. It's in me. I don't practice. I rarely play. Last year I played 5 times. This year I started playing with these guys a little more again. I haven't played with them in like 5 years. But yeah, so
Well, here's something for you.
What's that?
Here's something for you. When I was a little boy, is way before high school. I was probably like the 4th grade, 5th grade, something like that. We had gone to a high school basketball game, and they actually had a band up there, and the drummer, his name was Stoney. And this son of a bitch, he looked like Peter fucking Frampton, man. I swear to God. He had that big old freaking hair, curly, and he just beat the hell out of the drums. And I said, that's what I want to do. And I went home. First thing I said, Mom, I want to learn how to play drums. She goes, hell no. Get out of my face. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, it's not
you do with that. Yeah, you'd have to have a soundproof room for somebody to enjoy knowing that you're playing in the other room, you know.
Yeah, well, actually, now I'll be honest with you. Now they have actually these drums that don't make any. They have different heads. They're electronic things. And it kind of feels. It looks like a real drum, but it's a mesh head. So when you hit it, it doesn't make any noise. But you have headphones on. It goes through like a little computer, and you hear all the sounds. Cool. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. If you're ever around a Guitar Center, man, just stop in there one day and just fart around and go check it out. They got some really cool shit these days, man. It's fun. It's actually, I mean, these guys don't care. You go in there and beat on stuff. They don't care.
I probably end up hurting myself.
Either that or you might end up walking out with some drums. Your wife will kill you.
No, that won't happen.
Johnny already killed her, so it's fine.
Yeah, that was already done.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Good time. Yeah, so, man, it's just a lot of fun.
Thank you for clearing that up, Red.
Oh, my bad. Allegedly. Hey, I did have something that happened today. You're gonna like this. A whole lifelong family friend saw my dad yesterday. He's like, "Hey, I saw your son on fucking Talking Shit with Eagle." So,
Nice.
Really?
that's how big the audience is. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
What'd your dad think of that?
I don't know what he's like. Oh, I saw so and so, and he said he's seen you on some kind of a podcast. I don't know which one. I'm like, oh, I know which one. The only one I've been on in 4 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, I think that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. I know exactly who it was too. I figured I didn't know, but if I knew, like, I could guess who that I knew would know that oh wow, why can I say this? If I had to guess who I know that would watch this show, that's one of the people I'd guess. So it's pretty cool.
Any of you guys got any plans for your weekend?
IPM.
37, man.
IPM. I'm dealing with my fungus gnats right now. I'm trying to get them a little bit under control from being out of control. And so I'm using that 209 SNL. Let me see what it is.
SNS 209. Yeah, I ran out of it.
Yeah.
Just about a week ago, and I just saw my first little flying fungus gnat today. So
yeah, so
that's my project tomorrow.
How much do you mix into your gallon when you mix that up? I was just kind of curious since you use it.
I just whatever it has on, I can't remember offhand. It should tell you on the side. I want to say it was like 5 milliliters per gallon.
Okay, well,
right?
I think I overdid it on this one.
Well,
I think
it's a natural
I-
thing, so I don't think
I
it's
went
gonna.
10. Yeah, I went 10 on mine. 10 milliliters.
That's right. Nuke them little bastards. You know what I got too, John? I got this stuff from CX Horticulture called tea drops. Comes in real small little capsule. Yeah, that's the stuff I got. I need to get more tomorrow. But I used these tea drops last year and they got rid of those things. No problem. It's like one little tiny drop of this shit per gallon.
What the hell is it?
It's called tea drops. It's just like the letter T drops. It's made by CX Horticulture.
Hmm.
It works.
drops.
Yeah, it nukes those little sons of bitches. Gets them right out. I only had that problem once last year. One plant. They weren't fucking with the other one that was intent. They were just going into the strawberry cough. They loved it. And I used this tea drops, and about a week later, they were gone.
So if something is made specifically for spider mites, would it work on any other type of bug?
Oh, I have no idea. I've been
Yeah,
lucky not to have problems.
Yeah, because Microgoon, he brought me by some stuff. It's called Green Cleaner Concentrated. And as I'm reading it here, it doesn't actually say that it takes care of gnats or anything like that. So it just says spider mites.
I do know there's stuff called Natural. I did get some of that too last year. I haven't used it yet, but I guess that stuff's really good.
I was thinking about using this, but I don't know if it would kill the gnats.
I don't think it kills them. I think they just don't like it and they get the hell out.
Oh, makes sense because the rosemary is.
Yeah, the rosemary, exactly. That's what I was just gonna say.
I guess it's kind of one of those plants you like to plant around your shrubs or your garden and stuff to keep the pests away. I've heard that.
One product I've used that worked, and the one time I used it, as in like the first application, was a product called Go Nats. If anyone's ever seen that, if they still make it.
I heard you mention that the other night. That's something I'm gonna be looking that up too. Matter of fact, I got it written down right here.
GOGNATS.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
It's a silent G on Nats.
Yeah. It's like, whenever I enunciate scissors, I always say skizzers because I like that C.
How do you say
And
Illinois?
I don't say
The way you just did.
You don't say Illinois?
Yeah. Illinois.
Illinois me, yeah. A lot.
Illinois me. That guy, he Illinois me, man.
Very much. It's very, very annoying here.
I've heard about that. I heard it's no fun sometimes.
Unless you like to hang around with crooked politicians all the time, it's just a nightmare.
Right.
Unless
People
there's
that like
people,
to use other people.
My bad,
Red Pill,
Jimmy.
you're not too far from us, are you? How far
People
are you
that
from
use-
Illinois?
I was literally going to say, unless there's other people that I've known my entire life or watching, but just lurking, I think you're my closest neighbor here to anyone in the stream.
Are you close to the border?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like
Yeah,
10 minutes from Clinton. You know where Clinton's at.
I'm just outside of Kenosha. So,
Out of where?
Kenosha.
Oh, Kenosha. Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that Clinton, New Jersey?
Oh, Clinton, Wisconsin. That if I was 10 minutes from there, it'd be a
I've been-
whole different ballgame.
I've been through there.
Where, New Jersey?
Yeah, Clinton, New Jersey, but not Clinton.
How was
What
that?
is it?
How is it over there?
It was quick. I was on the freeway.
Zipped
through
right
there.
through.
Yeah, it's like a bleep. I was on my way to New York.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I've been going to bed at like 8 o'clock every morning, getting up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's out of control. So
Good seeing
I
you.
need to do. Good seeing you guys. I gotta go get my SNS tomorrow. So,
Mhm.
anyways, thanks Eagle for letting me jump on. I really appreciate it. See you guys later.
Later, Stoney. Awesome. Awesome to see you in here, man.
You too. Take care, guys.
I'm great, man.
Yeah, so I think in the chat earlier, I was enjoying myself in chat. It was fun. In chat earlier, Ian was saying that his life was saved by Joe Rogan, and earlier in the chat, Blaze Daly said that his dog was named Joe Rogan. So I just kind of asked Ian, was it Blaze Daly's dog that helped you? Since it was Joe Rogan, have you poked that guy again yet to see if he can come on?
I know it went about as far as me thinking about it today. That was
Really?
it. Yeah, I did.
Once
think
in a
about
while,
it.
I reach out.
No
Hey,
motion on that.
excuse my 1 second of grandiose delusion that's about to come out right now, but say I were to do real good, like get pulled out of the bucket of destiny, I kill Tony. I do real good, make buddies over there. Now I'm in the circle of friends with Joe Rogan.
Oh,
So
really?
what happens then?
Well, tell his ass to get over here. Circle, friendly,
But
circling,
saying,
kind of.
if all goes well, I might have some pull.
There you go.
Hmm.
Wake it.
Positivity, right?
Definitely, man. That's right.
Right. Try to be. Try to be.
Think good
Yep.
thoughts.
There's plenty of people out in chat right now that have been up here on the screen to introduce themselves, tell their story. So anybody that wants to do that, DM Eagle, set it up.
All right.
Don't forget to hit that like button too. Bam.
Will you look at the sheen on that fucking bald head, man? You could almost shave in that bitch.
Right?
Holy cow, it is hot in this moment. All right.
You're gonna have to like dab yourself with a cloth like a southern preacher or something.
You haven't changed out your lung room yet, huh?
I haven't fired it up. No, not yet.
No.
It's time. It ain't gonna let up. I mean, next week, it's supposed to drop like 10 degrees, but who knows? You know what I mean?
Well, how long does it take you to
I've
do
actually-
that, to do a swap out?
Not long.
What?
Maybe 10, 20 minutes.
Shoot, you
Take
could always
it,
throw it back
fire
to it
things,
if it gets too cold,
change
you
some
know?
filters. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of start running, grab some new filters, start clean. You know, I like to start clean. I just don't want to fire it up.
Yeah, this year is going to be completely different for me because I will have my swamp cooler running for good majority of the season, where I didn't have the swamp cooler last year. And I was just running air conditioning. So it was very, very expensive for me to run last year during the heat time. So
I've actually even thought about it today. I was like, man, I need to set me up like a mini station out here outside. Fucking just sit outside and do the show on fucking some nights. Fuck it. out in the night, Michigan cool air and shit. Yeah.
That's the right idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Get one of
You
those.
got grow
Be
lights.
nice.
You got grow lights you could set up out there.
Oh, I've done that. I've actually done that. I had 4th of July at the last house, man. Because I put on some pretty good 4th of July parties, or used to, back when I didn't live with fucking surrounded by pines and fucking fire up. I'm worried about that shit now because, man, this property actually burned down in '96 from a forest fire. And there's been a few forest fires around here, and then the only people that's been through forest fires, my attitude on the 4th of July has changed a little bit. But back in the day when I didn't live up here, I was into fucking mortars as fucking as long as I could go. And I've had fucking like one of these old LED lights that are back up over there. Holy shit. Back up there on the shelf.
Yeah.
Set that fucker up in the fucking gutter and just like aim it out at the backyard. I tell you what, one of them old fucking things will fire up a garden, man. Oh, backyard. You know what I mean? It might not be, yeah, not super great for growing weed, but man, they'll light up a fucking backyard, no problem. Impressively. I was like, holy shit, man, them lights fucking do light up tonight now.
Wow, that's impressive. Yep,
It is kinda impressive.
I'm in my stretch right now as far as getting a couple of more plants out of my grow here in about 8 days, 7-8 days, something like that. I'll be taking down a few more plants, and then I'll be able to start negotiating and doing some finagling on some of these other plants so that I'm going to try to make them a little bigger this time on a couple of my plants. So I'm going to do a little bit longer veg on a couple, get them a little bigger, manipulate them like I used to. And I just got done popping some 2 soups from Miranda Family Farms, which is awesome. I'll be setting that up in here pretty quick. Got me some beans in the water. Got them wet before the end of the month, but what the heck, you know? So at the same time, I'm doing a few that Smiley sent me. I think I got.
You said weekend plans. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm just tempted by what it is, but if I buy any pack of Brothers Grimm seeds before the week finishes, you get a free pack of Killer Vortex crossed with Killer Queen for free. So I'm very tempted by doing that before the weekends. That's a weekend plan, if you can call it that.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's got a good bonus package with it.
Yep.
Those other ones are that I'm popping.
So the story goes, Brothers Grimm selected their male vortex from 1,000 seeds. So you would think
So,
they
sorry about
they had a lot of stuff to, goodies to pick through. The more seeds you get to pop, the more odd shit you get to see. So, but I've never had any of those more modern strains, because the way that those strains that I like a lot is it was I don't even know the exact makeup, or I think it's a Jack Hare, maybe in the lineage, but it goes Apollo 11, Apollo 13, Vortex, and then the strain that Brothers Grimm originally made was the Green Avenger, a dedication to Subcool, and that was a Vortex male that they selected from 1,000, crossed to Genius, and Genius is the grandmother of Vortex. So that's the original phenotype of Apollo 11. That's so special. It's basically the other counterpart to all of Brothers Grimm seeds besides Cinderella 99 or Princess.
Is that what their main process is? One of Cindy 99 is?
Yeah, I believe that they're two sisters of the same seed run. I'm not exactly sure, but they basically line bred towards two different phenotypes. They made a whole bunch of excuse me. They made a bunch of hybrids with Genius, and then they made a bunch of hybrids with Princess. Princess back cross is the C99. So then once they had C99 males, then they're using that. They're using C99. So it's kind of cool that they keep like updating the strain. You know, it's like kept in the same gene pool, but like the last previous strain is the male that's used in the next outcross. Right. So now it came to Vortex, and they outcrossed it to Killer Queen, which is a older, I think that's, no, I can't remember. That's the one I think is a Jack Hare. Jack Hare and something else makes up. Oh, G13. I think G13 and Jack Hare make up Killer Queen, and now they cross that to a Vortex.
What's G13? Is that Gorilla 13 or
Supposedly that's the government.
Gelato? Oh, government. Oh, okay.
It's that old school that they said.
I think I remember that. I think I remember that back in the day.
It leaked out of the government grow room.
Yeah. I never believed.
I feel like if Jack was here, he would know if that's true or false. Because that's, you know, the urban legend that we all grew up with, the origins of G13, but I think that's all been kind of like snuffed out. The real people responsible, or, you know, either given the responsibility or claim responsibility.
So what do you think about that one, Eagle? Was it really a government 13 strain?
I doubt it. I doubt that shit.
I never believed it. I just figured it was some really good weed that somebody called government 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think they have definitely better employment methods than cannabis to use against us.
Yeah, I would think so.
Super strong weed.
Now that's something I'm gonna hold for until I can get more work done on, that I don't even want to let people know on until it starts materializing in a real world setting. But a lot of people have thought that's like a whole conspiracy, like weaponized weed. And I actually, in my mind at least, have a whole narrative of what that would actually be like if that was real. Like who would be responsible, how they'd do it. No, why said I? How they'd do it, the time frame they'd do it in, you know, that whole thing. I don't want to say what I do with all that information because I don't. Now I'm weary about people, you know, not people, algorithms taking good ideas. So,
Right.
not yet. I'll let you guys know more. One clue, if you guys know anyone in Hollywood that might be interested in anything I just said, let me know. And film production.
I bet they jump on it too right now.
I was just reading this customs report for I actually grabbed this. I'm coming to give away so many shit, send shit so often now. I grabbed a stack of fucking customs group papers. I seen he was out of the country, so I was fucking getting ready to fill out.
Like one big giant rolling
his
paper.
tub.
I'll use.
Right. Some days they love me at the post office. Some days they hate. I swear Lexi went and picked up the light the other day. Man, I get it. No, again, I'm not trying to get into that, but I was impressed, man. That morning they sent me a tracking number. I went to work. Lexi's like, I got your package. I'm like, well, fuck the package. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting nothing that fucking day. She says she goes in to get the package, and they're like, practically, I've seen them do it myself. Hold the package up like an extra 18 inches and just drop it. Wow, here's your shit. She said that's what they did, man. Fucking I hope it works, man. They dropped that shit fucking like a brick on the counter. Gave no shits about it either. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Well, they package them well because
Oh yeah.
they know those assholes down at the mail or at the post office don't give a shit. So they package it well. Amazon double packs that shit. It comes in the manufacturing packing box and then they pack it in their own box to make sure that nothing happens to the manufacturing box. But that doesn't always stop it from happening. Oops, fell off the forklift. Ran that one over.
I've gotten a few packages that have looked like they fucking have gotten ran over. I can fucking tell you that much. Crazy. Crazy
I
up there.
swear mine, mine went, I think mine went through a soccer field. Trees. I mean, it just looked like there was a couple of times I've got packages in where I was surprised to see that there was actually what the people sent to me was in it. And one of those was Detroit River Rat. When I got his stuff, man, that stuff was just smashed open almost. Which was a trip. Yeah. The box itself looked like it got caught in a conveyor.
There's times where I got fucking the whole corner of my boxes are blown out, just enough to where it looks like they fucking peeked inside.
Right? Yeah, a little
A lot
finger
of my
rip
shit
into this
comes
time.
with red checks anymore.
Little probe hole on it.
Yeah. No, just red checks.
I wonder what they're saying.
I tell you what, them checks have been coming since the first time I ordered fucking seeds from overseas. Ever since then, I've been getting fucking checks on certain mail. Not everything, but if it comes from like a different or a strange place, it has a red check on it.
Makes you think, don't it?
Oh yeah.
Never know what they're up to. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Yeah, so I pulled out some Gondog Mimosa that I've been curing for, gosh, a couple of months, and oh my goodness, that stuff just beat the heck out of me. I've only had 2 hits of it, and I'm high, and that was from the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mm. Very smelly too. Get me another one of that. Yeah, I got a somber day tomorrow. I'm gonna go to somebody's funeral.
Right. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, there was one last weekend, and then this one this weekend. There was 3 weeks back. I had a back on was it the 2nd? I lost two friends on that day.
Oh, that's horrible, brother.
Yeah, it is. One was ready. The other one had no idea it was coming. Motorcycle. It's sad.
Yeah.
But when your ticket's up, your ticket's up, you know?
Yeah. Doesn't make it any better either.
No, it doesn't. And the family's who's going to really suffer. You know, he's got one young lady that's in college, and the young man is in high school.
Mm.
It's just sad that they're going to have to go through life without their pops. You know, it really sucks. I can relate to that. But life does tend to go on whether you are there or not. You know? So he is.
Mhm.
Choose you. We got work to go follow around. I'm gonna start alternating the skull bonds between this and the Detroit River Rat. I like the green. I like this guy too. The blue's heavy. Heavy. You can whomp somebody with blue. This is the gold part of it doesn't help any because it's never fucking dark in here. I never see it gold. You think with all that stored energy, when it does glow, it'll fucking just be like a fucking diamond in the dark, man, from being in the light for so long.
Yeah. If that's true, if that was true, charging things with a light and bring them into the dark. Yeah. What's its capacity? How much light can it hold? You know? That's how tritium and that kind of shit works. If you like have those like tritium sights on a handgun or a rifle, you put a little flash of lightning for it, just a little second, and then it'll stay like bright for minutes, and then it'll just dim back down to its regular luminosity.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It gives it better range.
It just makes it very easy to see right away at
I
night.
guess.
Yeah.
Wow, it was a good hit. Now I'm thoroughly stoned.
I'm right there with fucking bingus and Jack. I don't know what's up, man. I'm a little whooped tonight myself. Must be the day, you know?
Yeah.
Wasn't
So-
work, so I didn't work hard
So
today.
check out the shirt. Miranda Family Farms. He sent me a shirt. That's cool, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
Cheers, light up again, Tim. Nice to see
Right
you,
up
my
against
friend.
him.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone in the chat.
Good to see you, Tim.
66 spirit, right?
Saw Chris in chat.
Yeah, man. I got a busy canvas weekend this weekend, man. I got to tear down this tent behind me. Close the tape, possibly get ready for these new lights. Depending, I'm still debating. But
Where you gonna put him?
big clones. Well, the BP 4000s might be here. So the 4x8, two of them in there. So I heard you didn't like the Spectrum, Johnny, right? That's what I heard you say about that.
Oh no, the Spectrum's it's okay. It's just I like the Spider Farmer 4000 I like the Spider Farmer Spectrum better. It just I think they have more quality LEDs. That's all.
Now,
I'm
when
saying.
you say you like, do you mean the plants like? Is that
Yeah,
yeah.
I get better reaction from the plants. That's what I'm saying. And
That
maybe
says
it's
something.
yeah. I mean, because Well, I'll find out here shortly because I will be firing that sucker up and the power in my
I was
5.
looking at the stats today and it saying it was capable of a 6x6, and I was like, yeah,
No,
that shit.
yeah, a 5x5 flower is probably the best, the most I would go. You know, a
Yeah,
4x4 is gonna just knock it out of the park. You
yeah,
know,
they're going in a 4x8. We put 2 of them in a 4x8.
yeah, that
What,
could
what's
be
going
perfect.
on with that?
Yeah, that'd be perfect, really, because you could put them rectangularly, you know, and they'd work out good that way.
I'm thinking, if anything, you could, if it were too much, you could just, of course, always drop them down in power and drop them down, right?
Yeah, and these have they have dimmer switches on them built right into them, so that is just that's a sexy feature to me. I like that.
I like, yeah, it is for me too, because well, most of them on the LEDs are, if you're willing to pop out that little rubber thing on the ballast and take a
Right.
screwdriver, and maybe I'm just that old school motherfucker that just likes the knob. Just to walk up, click, 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 and feel it. You know
Oh
what
yeah, I
mean?
like that. On my Spider Farmer 1000, which I do have in here, it's actually part of the crew inside here. I have my Mars Hydro LS 2000, the Bloom Plus 4000, and the Spider Farmer 1000, and I'm just kind of doing an L shape kind of a grow, and I just
It was nice to see active
yeah,
grow in Chad's night.
none of these in here. Yeah, none of these in here have LED, or I mean knobs to turn down. On my Spider Farmer 1000, I actually have to take the what is the power supply off, turn it over, and turn it up, and then put it back on, or do whatever. You know.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so it's a little bit uncomfortable to do it like that. You have to actually take it apart to do it. So I've never done it. I've left it at factory set from the time that I got it.
Do those spider farmers have selectable or
Oh, yeah, it does.
spectrum options?
The Meanwhile driver has what do you mean?
Spectrum options, like, well, the 4K, or sorry, the 4000 or whatever, 1000, just either or. Will that come in, you know, like you can choose like a 3K, 35, 4K, 5K?
Oh yeah, they have
Choose?
they have the 1000, the 2000. I don't think they have a 3000, but do they have a 3?
I've ran the 3. I've got
Oh,
a 3.
I didn't know they had a 3, but I know they got a 4, they got a 5. They've got a board in a 5, and they've got an ES. What is it? An ES 700, I think. Something like that.
Do you know if the diodes, like the diodes, I didn't mean to say 3000 because it's 3K and it's gets the two mixed up. But Kelvin,
okay. You're talking about the light spectrum itself.
Yeah. Can you choose for each one of those spider farmers? Can you choose spectrum if you want to have an option? Because I know a lot of people.
You'd have to talk to the big boss on something like that.
Well, I'm just seeing a lot of. There's always, I don't know. Obviously, it's a bitch to manufacture a whole fucking light in just one diode and 5 different fucking Kelvin spectrums. But I almost wish that there was some kind of, like how there's a pulse wave modulator where you can have a colored diode switch anywhere between like 400 nanometer to like 700 nanometer. I wish there was a Kelvin modulator to where you can have like a 27K Kelvin and then tune it all the way up to 6K
and be able to adjust it. Yeah, that takes some specific kind of diodes, and
I don't even know if they exist.
A smart board to work with it as well, I would think. on mine right here, I have 660, 665 nanometers, 3000 Kelvin nanometer, I guess, K. And then it goes 5000 K, and then IR of 760 on the, that's what my 4000 is.
Nice.
And the 1000 has pretty much the same spectrum, just larger amount than the 4000 just has it larger, you know.
Here's Captain 420.
Yes, Captain 420. How
Yeah,
is
we're
you?
showing you a little bit of Thailand here. So, you know, actually, you guys actually understand I am here, not hiding
Yeah.
in Michigan or Southern Ohio someplace.
You got me. I'm at Guantanamo Bay. Called me out.
So I figured since it stopped raining finally and it cooled down out here, I could come out and join you guys.
Was there a couple of cats and dogs coming down?
Oh, cats and dogs, yeah.
What's do you know the Thai expression for that? Do you know?
No.
No, I'm
No.
not. Do you know? How are you with speaking Thai? Did you have to learn it? Or can you get
Oh,
by?
my Thai is shit.
Ah,
Well, you have to understand a lot
would
of the
really
schools
impress
and
me.
everything were closed down with COVID and everything. So you really can't, and you know, learning from people is hard, especially when you don't have someone there to go over
Translate.
certain words with you over and over again repeatedly, so you can build sentences and learn how to speak that way, because all the schools here are closed right now. We're all on lockdown pretty much.
Wow, that's
I mean, I'm happy that we can actually go to restaurants still until like 10 o'clock at night. Our 7-Elevens and everything close at 11 p.m. But, you know, they said, hey, maybe in September you can register for the vaccine. Maybe in September.
wow, they really got a strict rule over
Can you
there.
can you find is there a workaround to that? Like, can you travel to a bordering country where they have to give you the vaccine and like cut ahead of the line or some shit like that?
Well, if you do, you leave the country, and if you want to come back in, it's 14 days in quarantine.
Mm.
And that's like $3,000, $4,000 in hotel just for that staying in quarantine. It's just outrageous.
It's a
And you
racket.
can't leave the hotels. Well, yeah, it's really a racket when they tell you you can register for the shots, and if you're in you're Thai and you're in the United States, you don't pay shit for it.
Right.
But here, if I want a shot, it costs about $300 US.
I just don't know I didn't know. I just wanted to know if like that was a situation you can literally just come, you got to do the quarantine
Nope.
now, come back, but
No,
come for your vaccine.
it would be great to go to Cambodia for a couple days and get the shot and come back. I like going to Cambodia. Phnom Penh's a great place to go party, by the way.
Yeah.
So Cambodia is a fun place to party.
Yeah. And you know what? You can smoke out on the streets. Just don't be an asshole.
Oh, that makes sense.
I have a aunt and uncle. They travel a lot. They don't really go too far away. They'll go to like Mexico. They'll go to Dominican Republic. And then I was telling them same thing, that I watch a lot of people that do travel vlogs, and some of the places that I might want to go. Vietnam was on the list. My aunt was like, "Oh no, I'm not going there." Yeah, like just
Actually,
totally turned off.
to tell you the truth, if someone was thinking about moving to Asia,
Mhm.
I would suggest Vietnam,
Yeah.
because the way the currency exchanges and how cheap things are still there compared to the way they were in Thailand here 20, 25 years ago. So yeah, I would definitely
Yep.
be looking at
I've
Vietnam.
looked into it. You can get a 2-bedroom apartment and pay by day and pay like $44 a day. And it's like this is in Da Nang, and it's like a 30 or 40 story, like high rise. It looks really nice there. It actually looks pretty developed. Almost looks like Miami or something.
$45 a day, you should be able to get a penthouse.
Yeah, it's like
You
literally,
have-
it's like the top, it's like a 2-bedroom house on top of this building. I don't
Well,
know if
here's
it's
my
like the
little
30,
bit of a house.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a 3-bedroom house here,
Mhm.
and you know, it cost me 117 a month.
Yep.
So, you know, that's also why I'm thinking about, you know, yeah, coming back home in August so I can get the shots and spend a year back home. But it cost me $1,500 to lock up my house here for a whole year. So what's $1,500? You know, that's basically a month and a half's worth of rent back in the United States.
Yeah.
Or a month in some places
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even.
out here.
Yeah, I
That-
stay back in the Midwest where it's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the prices of the rent and the heat are all high out here in the desert.
And that's one thing here in Thailand. The gas is cheap and the electric is cheap. The electric is ran by the government, so you don't see solar panels really, and you don't see windmills here in Thailand unless they're government owned. They basically don't want you to produce your own and buy from the government, but they make it cheap enough where it's affordable. I paid my electric bill today was $32. And I have an AC that runs 24 hours a day.
How do they create their energy? Is it hydroelectric?
Uh,
Or is it
no,
coal?
there's no hydro here. No, it's basically by fossil fuels.
Yeah, it's coal and fossil fuel.
Yeah.
That's how it is
why
pretty much
also,
everywhere.
that's why Thailand's pollution level is so high. It's actually, even here in the north, it's comparable to like New York City, LA.
Wow, that's some thick stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you don't see any skyscrapers around me or anything. I'm up here in the north. I'm in the country. That was a pineapple field that's behind me.
That's
So,
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Do
I
you
love
get to
pineapple.
partake in a couple pineapples from time to time?
well, it takes 2 years for the pineapples to actually mature to be able to fruit. So if I come back in a year, then yeah, the pineapples will be fruiting.
Did you plant them?
No, the government actually did.
Is that like a
Yeah.
program they do?
Yep. It's to fill up vacant land, to try to give the people something that don't have nothing.
Oh man, why don't we do that here?
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that idea. Set up weed farms for the people that don't have
Yeah,
anything.
pineapple
I could
farms. There's
dig
like
that.
we got like 3 places in the state that can grow pineapples, but all right, let's do it.
Sounds like a good plan, right, Eagle?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, government could step up and
No, but actually, there are people that try to do that. It's not like a government mandated thing, but if you do watch a lot of like gardening channels that are like where they feature someone that does something in the community, kind of like that. They do take literally like vacant lots and make either community gardens on them or literal like food
Yeah.
forests. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No,
Yeah,
it'd be nice if
watched.
we did that with the whole earth.
That would be
I
the ticket.
actually have down at the end of the street here, there is a big open field, and it's just like back in the States, it's, you know, community gardening.
Mhm.
It's really nice.
I know back in Coos Bay, Oregon, where I grew up as a kid, my mom had lots of friends that were farmers. And whenever we needed any kind of vegetables, she'd call up her friends and we'd go out and hang out for the day and go pick some vegetables and, you know, corn and peas and, you know, strawberries from time to time. And it was nice, you know, we'd be able to go out there actually on the farm and pick it fresh. You know, right
And you're
out
coming from the city, right?
on. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, I guess you could say it was city. It was not really city, no. I think we had maybe 20,000 people in the whole area.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Yeah, it was more like a town, I guess you could say. Smaller. It was nowhere near a city. The largest building we had was like 6 stories. So it was not I didn't consider that it was definitely a coastal shipping town and a logging town. But yeah, that was fun as a kid. And mom would always she would can the shit out of stuff, man. I used to love that because we always had a pantry full of like mixed vegetables, zucchini, and different types of tomatoes and all kinds of stuff that she'd have in there, just freshly made. And she even had, if I'm thinking right, I think she even canned meat in those jars. I'm thinking. Not sure if she did or not, but that was always nice for us boys. Whenever we came home, we always had fresh vegetables and stuff to tear into, which was good. I suggest that for anybody, man. Fresh vegetables.
Do you do an outdoor garden, Eagle? Like a vegetable garden?
I did it back before I moved up here. Shit, it's all sand up here.
Ah,
I haven't tried to grow nothing out there. Nothing that
well, Johnny can tell you how to grow in sand.
Shove it in there and let her go, you know, it's good.
A little bit of hell and away you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
But you did grow in Duran then. You grew your own vegetables.
allegedly, yes.
They were greens of one sort or another, right?
Yes, well, I'm more or less the town. Allegedly.
We want that green corn.
So
That vitamin cannabis
it's
corn.
420, guys. I am fucking whooped. I am out of here.
Yep. Yep. It's that time.
Happy 420, everybody.
All right. Peace and
Okie
love
dokie.
always. Eagle, appreciate you always. Wanted to step up and try to help you out with the last part there. Captain 420.
Thank you.
Awesome to
Thank you,
have you
Johnny.
up here. Red Pill. All right, brother. See you later.
Yep. Same to you, Johnny. Peace out.
Peace, Johnny.
Thank you, Eagle. All right, another fun night in the wormhole. Captain 420, thank you for letting us get a little glimpse of Thailand there. I'm jealous.
No,
So if I ever come out to Vietnam, we'll visit. Or if you're in Michigan in August, getting your vaccine. So thank you, Eagle. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, chat.
Have a good one.
peace, Red Bill. Eagle, thanks again for another wonderful night. Thank you for this platform to come and join everybody. Thank you, chat, for being out there. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for being good friends. As Eagle says, try to do something good for your neighbor. Peace and love, everybody.
Have a good one. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, guys, there are going to be 0 shout outs tonight. I'll do it all in one. Shout out to everybody who's watching. I am whoops. I don't even know how I made it through the last 45 minutes, to be honest with you. You guys have a good one. Hopefully the giveaways counted instead of the shout outs. But I will be back tomorrow night when I don't even know who the fuck my guest is. We'll see. You guys know the deal. Random acts of kindness do save lives. Please try to do something nice for somebody. Have a good night.